What do you mean?
Oh, we have to kind of test it every time.
I've set the settings up the same as last time, so pretty close. This is better than it was at the Stone House.
How do we sound, guys?
Hello, hello, hello. We are live.
We are the Salvage Dawgs.
Live and in effect. What's up, dude?
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dawgs.
This is Murphy.
That was awesome.
Raymond Jones. What's up, man? He is a super big
Raymond,
supporter
first
of
on.
the machine shop. Thanks, dude, for your
D.
continued support. We got a hello. We got a hello. Hello.
Ohio.
Ohio.
God, y'all, I
Sounds
need my
great.
glasses.
Hey, mom's on. Hey.
Mom. Or your mom.
My
It's not
mom.
confusing.
Yeah, my family's on for once. Your whole family usually shows up on these
I know.
things.
It's, yeah.
Your aunt,
My
your
aunts
cousin,
are showing
your
up.
grandma.
Like
Oh,
full
man.
force, season 9.
Yeah.
So we got Murphy in
He's
the
back
house
there.
tonight, you guys.
Apparently the sound is
We're
good,
back
so
on
we're
the
ready.
Sprite couch.
That's right.
So
The infamous. This is the last time, at least for season 9, that we're in Carrie's basement on the
that
Sprite
we're gonna make
couch.
you suffer through this. No.
Yeah, right. Blah,
So,
blah, blah,
as
blah,
usual,
blah.
please tell us where you're from, if you can. Comment.
Yeah.
We just love.
Got an Ohio.
Some people from Ohio already.
I'm
which
gonna
we love.
log in on my phone.
Murph, don't go, my heart.
so I can see it. We had a fun episode tonight. We delivered some gates to the Museum of the Shenandoah Valley, and Perry,
Yeah, so
the main man up there, was
y'all may remember the last week's episode was the
barn.
at the Museum of the Shenandoah Valley.
that's right,
and
and that's
I
how
don't
we
think-
paid for the job. A little bit of
It was-
inside
yeah,
baseball.
I love when we can do some bartering in exchange for salvage. I think it's just so cool.
I love doing that in my personal life.
Yeah.
You know, like, because if I'm a welder, so if I can trade
some
my
work,
services
yeah.
for
What you
whatever,
need, yeah.
yeah,
Just makes sense.
it's
nice to know post-apocalyptic. If you have
Yeah.
access to gas
Yeah.
and electricity, you can still.
which is pretty rare. Probably gonna be pretty rare, but. We
you
got a
get the
hi
point.
from Maryland. We got a hi from Missouri.
Stephanie might be watching from Australia.
Australia.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Stephanie who? I don't see
Stephanie, are you watching
Stephanie.
from Australia? From down under, for real?
My mom's watching.
Allegedly,
Oh my
there's
God.
someone
Betsy's
from
mom
Australia.
coming in
Betsy's mom.
strong,
Man,
as
your
always,
mom is
week
a
after week.
devout fan.
We got to make like trophies, you know.
Yeah, most
she'll get-
dedicated
yeah.
viewer.
Most dedicated mom.
Yeah, best mom award.
Your mom just got on like for the first time. My
Yeah.
mom's never gotten on. I mean,
Yeah.
Betsy's mom's been here the whole time. That is pretty cool.
Moms, look at the moms figuring out Facebook, huh?
My little commercial for Camelback over here.
That's right. It needs to be in slow
Staying
motion.
hydrated, y'all. These are the cheapest water bottles. They're great.
All right, Grand Junction, Colorado, Hendersonville, Tennessee, Corning, Arizona,
Arizona.
Horse Mountain, wherever that is. Oh, Pat, what's up,
Horse
Pat?
Mountain, yeah.
Pat.
Like that sounds familiar.
Estaboga, Alaska, AL,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Or Alabama.
Alabama. Sorry, AK.
Also,
Alaska's AK.
whoa.
Yeah, we're simple folks from Roanoke. Well, I say we. I'll speak for myself.
You can definitely speak for me.
Slidell, Louisiana, Wilmington, North Carolina. Do I need to speak about my sweater? I think
yeah.
the sweater
It's
speaks
loud
for
enough.
itself. It's the holidays.
It's so great.
Duh.
Well, honestly, we had a holiday party today at Black Dog.
That's right.
So Tay was suited up.
Averill Park, New York, St. Louis, Charlotte, Ghent, West Virginia, Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania,
This is
Prattville,
so cool. Everybody, what's up? What's up?
Alabama. Man, all right, cool. Culpepper back in the house. What's up, William? Don't know him, but he sounds cool.
Culpepper.
So yes, today
Country.
we had a holiday open house at Black Dog, and the Stone House and the whole campus was lit up thanks to Krista
Yes.
and Coiner for
Yeah.
decking the halls,
Amazing.
and Dad for making a custom metal tree to hang the ornaments. We had an ornament exchange. We had hot chocolate.
Yep.
We had marshmallows getting roasted thanks to the guys at the Black Lantern Inn. Thanks to the crew club for coming out. We had a crew club meet and greet from 1 to 3. We
Opened
had
the Stone House up to everybody.
opened everybody from 3 to 5. We had hors d'oeuvres. We had beer, Star Hill beer. What's up? Drinking some Northern Lights IPA and a
I've
little
got
bit of
the
front row.
They're out of Charlottesville, but we've
Star
got
Hill has a-
satellite- Yeah, we got a satellite brewery here for Star Hill that the Bohemian Bar Box was serving today, and
Yeah.
along with some Prosecco on tap, I think it was.
Oh, you know what it is. Prosecco on tap. That's how you know it's a
I mean,
party.
it was so cool. Bohemian Bar Box. If you're throwing a party in Roanoke, look them up.
That's right. So for those that came out to support the us and the open
us.
house and the stone house and all that. Thank you
guys.
if you came.
We had such a fun day. I
It
met
was
so
really
many new
fun.
people, locals. Obviously, some people coming from out of town,
Mhm.
like with the crew club.
Yeah,
who
we had
came
a
in specifically
really
to hang
nice
out with
fan
us.
flew in from Ohio just for it.
Yes,
so
too. Thanks.
it was really fun.
Her
So
daughter-in-law.
we were there. If you missed us, catch us next year. It's a good time. We used to do that kind of stuff a lot when we were much smaller, and the
It's a lot of
business was 5 or 6 people.
We don't have.
Now we have almost 30 employees. So
Yeah.
you know, finding time for fun is still important, and we try to do it.
Hashtag. Finding time for fun.
Hashtag time for fun.
Come on.
I hate that I did
Good
that.
boy.
So,
I hate that
yeah, like I said, we built a custom gate for Perry at the Museum of the Shenandoah
Well, let's start
Valley.
back a little. Okay, so that gate actually came from
Oh,
the
do you know?
antebellum mansion that we salvaged in Orange, Virginia,
Yes,
which
it
I
was
think was earlier
behind the-
season
it
9
was-
or maybe season 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the one where we crashed
So this
the
gate-
dramatic column front
Yes.
porch with Robert.
Yes, yeah, Orange, Virginia, antebellum mansion, and it had 2 entrances, and the gates, one of them was the one that I think the Museum of Shenandoah Valley ended up buying, but it's 2 gates that together were like about a 12-foot span.
Yeah, they were
Just to give you an
big.
idea of how big these are, and they weighed so much.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, definitely needed some equipment to move them.
It was a chore to work on them in the shop.
So you guys had to do a little bit to them just to basically get them usable again, right? Like
right.
make
This was
new
a good build
brackets.
because they didn't want them like blasted or painted or anything.
They were
It was
already
just
black.
Like, leave it the
looked
way
like
it
they were
is.
still like new. Like,
Put some hinges on
fresh.
it and put a latch on it. And I had to straighten some stuff out. 'cause
That
they
was
were-
so cool. I think Perry, maybe he watched the episode and he contacted us and was like, "Do you still have these?" And we were like, "Yeah." And
People
he was
are-
like, "Well, I have a barn." And we were like, "Cool, let's trade."
Yeah.
Like it was that easy.
Heck yeah. We actually, one time we needed a new bandsaw in the metal shop, and I found one on Craigslist, and the guy was like, I know Black Dog. So, like, we traded a factory cart and some other things for a bandsaw, and we still use that bandsaw in the shop
Perfect.
now.
That's awesome.
You might want to address this now. People think you have a hand tattoo.
Oh, I have henna.
Henna.
Henna is temporary tattoo, and there was a craft show. I've had a lot of like local, like party events lately. So earlier this weekend there was a craft show downtown Roanoke, right, Rooster, and I was so busy talking to everyone. I didn't buy a single thing. I went for like Christmas shopping and didn't buy a single thing. I talked to everyone, but I did support one artist, and I got a henna tattoo on
Does
my
it
hand.
go up the arm?
Just
the
to there.
hand?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it's temporary. It's fun.
Chill out, everybody. I saw it earlier
Yeah.
today, and I was like,
It's
you were
I mean,
talking to
obviously my hand
somebody,
is, like,
and I was
everywhere,
like,
so-
dang.
right, bold for your
Yeah.
first tattoo.
Yeah.
Bold.
So Corey wants to know what's Mike's favorite beer, or is he a bourbon guy? He is for
Bourbon.
sure a bourbon guy.
But when he drinks beer, he drinks Modelo Especial.
because he's special, he is.
Yeah, not
It's a good beer. It's a good beer. I'm a hop head. You know, I can't drink like Bud Light or any of that stuff anymore. Like IPAs have ruined it for me.
Oh.
But I'm with him though. If bourbon's on the table,
Yeah,
bourbon's in
that's
the
what's
glass.
going in the glass.
yeah.
Look at this sweet, precious angel.
Let's see.
Love for Murph.
Debbie's from Sandwich, Illinois. Wondering if any of
Wow.
you are ever at the store to meet. Was there over the summer and loved walking through it.
Cool. I'm sorry we missed you, Debbie. We probably were just on a job.
Yeah, Grayson's at the warehouse. Dad and Robert are there just about every day. Ted doesn't work at the main store, but I am there 3 days a week for now.
And on jobs. I
and
mean,
on jobs.
If, we're,
So-
yeah, there's usually someone there all the time, but and by someone I mean one of the 5 of us.
Yeah,
Obviously, there's
the
people
odds
there
are
all
pretty
the time.
good. But listen, I wish we got paid to stand around and meet and just talk to people and shake hands and take pictures. But we got to keep things moving. You know, we got to pay the bills. We got to stay working. So it is funny. Some
Yeah,
people will come
we
in
actually
and
have
go,
to do
"You guys still
work?
work?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, you know, I guess
It baffles me. I'm like,
I guess
yeah,
most
what do you think I'm doing?
TV shows are, you know,
That's what I always say. Like,
You
we're
get
a business first,
a
and
lot
it
of
happens
money.
to have a show. Because
yeah.
people are always surprised when they meet us. You're exactly how we see on TV, and it's like, well,
That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, why? Yeah, that shouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, I wish
But we
that.
are like constantly promoting our business and like working.
Yeah.
So I know the show is just like, I mean, it's
It's a nice
commercial
thing,
for
and
the
it's
business.
great advertisement for the business, but it doesn't pay all the bills for sure.
I do love this question. I know you guys have gotten it before, but like, what's a favorite build?
hmm I've had some really cool builds over the years. One of my favorites is a build I did for you guys remember the Geyser Gulch amusement park that we salvaged, when that was torn down, they built a place called Firemans Landing in place of it. And they commissioned us to build a sign, like the main sign for when you walk into this place. And
so if you go,
I built it. Yeah, if you go, it's in Branson, Missouri.
Their kids area. It
Well,
might still be a water
Fireman's
park, right?
Landing now. It's a kids park still, I think, but
It's
it
like
was
water park.
the
but now
sign
it's-
I took 8 2-inch steel pipes and split 4 on one side and 4 on the other side, and they went up like columns. And then on the tips of these pipes were fire hose nozzles that were screwed on, so it looked like
So
these
cool.
8 fire hose nozzles on either side. And then there was a die cut sign with letters and like the fireman's pledge and stuff on the center. And then there was this ornate stuff that Mike Pay helped me make, these like curly cues on top that held a bell, and the bell was functional. Like there was a cord that
You
went
could ring it.
all the way through the structure and out, so you
So
could pull this
appropriate
ring
for
and ring the bell.
firemen's- yeah.
It was a crazy build, and it was just cool that because of our the salvage we did for them, they kind of knew what we were all about. And It was
Yeah.
cool to like prove to come
Giving
back
back a
and say,
little, yeah.
not only do we salvage, but we build crazy stuff too. So
We do feel crazy
I like a
stuff.
challenge. Just in the episode, the rerun they showed right before the new one, the making the zinc countertops. You know,
Yeah.
I love doing stuff that I've only heard about or only done once. You know, and the camera adds a nice little bit of pressure. I work well under
You
pressure.
want to show?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, my favorite build, I think one of my favorite builds was my very first one I was involved with, and it's pretty much just like a Pinterest idea now. But back then, I mean, it was like my idea that I came to Mike with, first time ever, and he
spice
was
rack?
like, "Let's do it." No, that one was cool, but this was the lamp that I did. Do you remember the book
Oh,
lamp?
the book lamp. Yeah,
Honestly,
that was
guys, you gotta go
wild.
back to like season 2 or maybe 3, and I mean, this was Lonnie was still in the shop. You know, it was truly just like me and Mike down there, and
It wasn't
he was like,
painted.
cool, we have some books. Yeah, we have all this, and like this escutcheon, lampshade. I learned to braise with Mike Pay.
Yeah,
we were just
that's
talking
right.
about too.
That's right.
I mean, it was just that was really cool experience.
It's cool just trying like.
And
I'm
it was
going
a
to do
challenge. Mm-hmm.
this. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to figure it out.
Like they were like, okay, cool. It sounds easy. Like bore a bunch of holes in some books, and then like, you know, put a lamp rod in there. And it really wasn't. I mean, do you remember how I don't know if you remember, but it was like so unstable.
yeah, books
unstable.
are compressible.
We're like,
so
oh my gosh, yeah. We had to like really like weigh it down. and
Didn't you
kinda
like
get the base.
glue them or epoxy them or something, or was it just
I
clamped?
think really it was like Lonnie stood on them, and like got him like compressed as
And
much as
then
he
rinsed
could,
'em
and then
down.
your dad like did something and it worked. We were like trying to rethink it, the whole thing. It like just you think you're done with the build, and then something happens and you have to almost go back to the drawing board, and that was almost one of those situations.
Yeah.
I'm like, gosh, no, let's not.
Hopefully we're still live. My computer's doing weird things.
Are we on?
It
Hopefully we're not,
it
'cause
looks-
I just
It
spilled
looks good. It looks good on my phone. Yeah. For those of you just tuning in, Grayson does not have an actual hand tattoo, and we
And I
are.
don't have a hole in my lip. I just spill stuff on myself all the time. I am really not graceful.
Debbie says Mike and Robert are so cute.
Oh, they are. They are.
Love the puppy.
I want to see the peanut gallery, Garrett.
Yeah.
Peanut gallery.
Peanut gallery.
I think tonight we like show
Betsy,
off the peanut
Krista,
gallery.
and Garrett are here. Garrett
Supporting
is
you.
Grayson's fiance. Sorry to ruin your theory, but we are not a couple. Or had that question a few times.
Oh yeah.
Happy. This was enjoying the latest episode of The Big Yellow Couch.
Yay, the Sprite couch, y'all.
Yeah.
Can we shout out to Carrie for a minute?
Yeah.
We can shout out to Carrie. Carrie's not even here tonight. But she still lent
She
us
opened
her
the back
house,
door for us, and we
her
just
basement,
came in.
her Sprite couch.
Getting tours of the shop today?
We
Yeah.
could.
So part of the celebration today at our, holiday open house was a scheduled tour of the shop. So they had 3. It's the first time we've ever done this. We had 3 scheduled tours. I think it was like on the hour.
For insurance reasons.
And Carrie, whose house we were at, was the one who was giving the tours. Amazing.
She's
So
great.
sweet.
She can turn
She
it
is
on.
great.
For sure.
Yes.
Have you guys tried a few Old Goats Brewing in Roanoke yet? I have not personally, but I've heard really good things
I
about
have
it.
heard about them. No, I haven't tried it yet. I can't wait.
They right down the street.
A few old goats. Yeah, that's right.
How many dogs are underfoot now? Well,
Aw,
just Murphy.
one under butt.
Under.
Upstairs.
There's a few dogs
There's
upstairs.
2 upstairs.
My dog Stella and May are with my mom.
Mine.
Anytime
mine
I
is
show
at
up to work, by the way, without the dogs, people lose their mind.
Right.
Where are the dogs?
No, I
Where are the
know.
dogs? I'm like,
Right.
where do you think they're being?
Right.
They're with
I
me or they're
know.
with
It's like
they're
they
with
need a
Mom,
day
you know?
off. Like, huh?
Yeah.
Is that just me?
I get defensive.
Huh?
Is that just me?
No, actually, Carrie does that most of the time. I'm like, where are the dogs?
Are they okay? Is everyone okay?
I'm like, I left them on the side of the road.
Yeah, they're probably you're right. Yeah, they got another job.
Yeah. Loved watching you. Hurry back with a new season. Thanks,
Thank
Jerry.
you. So yeah, we're actually on hot underway filming for season 10. I think this week marks our quarter. We are a quarter of the way done with it. Actually, a third. We've gotten 4 episodes down, so
Yes.
about a third of the way through.
We
season
are
10.
hustling, and
Still
actually,
looking for episodes.
they're trying to bring the premiere date for season 10 up pretty close. So
Oh yeah.
we're gonna be hustling. Okay, but we're first quarter of next year. I think we should really either have something up or it'll be close to having something up. I'm not being vague
We don't know.
for the sake of being vague. That's all I know. You know, we're 2 steps down from
We're just told
the
yeah,
decisions that
when
are
and
made
where.
for the TV.
Not even a
network.
why.
So Jerry Lewis, who you met today.
Jerry,
Jerry Lewis.
hey, yeah, I remember signing your hat.
Yeah. So sorry, you can't hear.
From Atlanta. Oh yeah, sorry, Jerry Lewis from Atlanta.
And then Crystal Dolman says, "What's the strangest things you've ever found?"
Strangest things we ever found. Skeletons. We found some skeletons of animals.
A lot of them.
You find all kinds of stuff. I mean,
I thought I found a bull castrator. Remember?
oh
But it was
yeah.
really one of those things you like pull a bull with.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about this. Talk about this.
Let's set the record straight. I was wrong, and it sucks being wrong on camera because you're just wrong over and over and over
Yeah.
and over and over and over
Reruns
again
reruns
forever
and reruns.
until because that is permanent. That's worse than a tattoo.
So someone asked, what's the weirdest
Seeing
thing you
something
ever
wrong on
found? And yours, well, one of yours was, what was it as a device?
It was not a bull castrator.
Why? What was it?
It was like a clamp. I think you pull the bull to get there, like
Oh,
just to get
got
him to
it.
follow you, like a leash.
I
But
see.
it's like a clamp.
I'm not comfortable.
I thought it went around the bull's balls before you cut them off.
Right. So it could, it's
But
easy.
what was funny is
People make that mistake
The guy
all
who
the time.
I was like at the barn, like this is on camera, like you can go back and watch the episode.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I know what that is, and he was like, yes, you're right. So it wasn't just me who thought that.
But you didn't actually
Good
discuss
thing I'm not
what it
castrating
was.
bulls. I'm totally wrong, obviously.
Yeah.
The bull's like, no, that's not what that's for.
And then that 5 times over, we found all kinds of implements and
A lot of like creepy
appliances.
embalming, like funeral homes.
Yeah.
Stuff. Those are always my
oh
favorites.
man, we've done almost 130 episodes.
The
It's crazy.
we didn't salvage. So when we did the jail in Lumberton, North Carolina, we didn't like. There's a lot that we couldn't salvage, and
Yeah.
but I took a lot of pictures of the jail art graffiti because there was a lot of Indians. Do you remember? It was like Indian
The
artwork.
Lumbee Indians.
It
Yeah.
was really cool.
Yep.
Not too inappropriate.
So Dan O'Keefe asked the question that everybody's been wanting to ask: why do you let Mike near glass? Well,
Was that what you were all
Dan,
thinking? Was everyone thinking the
Dan,
same thing?
the quick answer is that he's the owner of the company, and if he wants to get near glass, half owner, semantics.
If Robert can't control him, nobody can.
He's gonna get near glass.
It's so funny
I-
though, because during this episode,
Yeah.
what did you say?
Well,
You're like, no one is.
Dad,
more-
I love him to death, but Dad is the most predictable human being on the face of the planet. Like, if you give him something nice, it's gonna get a little dirty. If you give him glass, it's probably gonna get broken. Like,
Give him a truck.
and that's not to say he's incredibly talented, and really, he has ideas that I could never come up with. He thinks out of the box, and he's fantastic in the shop. But it's just
He
like
is wonderful.
it's a bull in a china shop. Robert
I mean,
has
we
said
literally
it.
all
We've
have our
all
own.
seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 100 and almost 30 examples of what happens. I don't know, man. It worked out though because he broke one, so
Some lessons
therefore he
just
had to
can't be learned.
break 2 more so that it was symmetrical.
Even.
Yeah. So
And then it was like perfect because, like, gosh, yes, that etched glass does look much better in there. You know, I mean, it was like,
Yeah.
he just
he gets
he
lucky.
can fix his problems.
He
with
gets
his life,
lucky
gets away
because
with
he's
it.
talented.
Yeah. There's so much like he's, I've always talked about how agile he is. For
Love the tractor.
the
Don't let.
ornamentry.
Huh?
Let's go back to
So we had an ornament exchange today. This is a new tradition that I hope is going to become a tradition.
it'll
as part of
last
our-
for the season.
So we're gonna have it started today, but anyone who's coming to visit us, bring an ornament with you, and the idea is that in exchange we'll give you an ornament. So it's gonna hang on our tree that Mike made yesterday in a day specifically for this event. And so I mean, so far we've had some good ornaments exchange. I think, through the season it'll be good and we can do it again next year. I think it's a really good idea. People bring ornaments that they made, or maybe that's from their hometown or something special like that. And it's cool to say like where you come from. Right. So this whole idea came from one of our Stonehouse guests named Cindy. And thank you. It was a brilliant idea. We love, like Mike always says, it's all about sharing ideas. And so this is one that she brought to us, and we said, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. There you go.
Hell yes.
So Lisa Kirchhoff said, love the tractor. Don't let Mike cut it up. Well, funny enough, we just sold it.
But the guy's going to refurbish it. He's not going to cut it up. I mean, I say never, but
you hope.
That's what we were
one
told.
can hope. But we didn't cut it up.
It's gone.
We all
yeah.
knew that was a bad idea, cutting that up, because I've actually tried
Those
to part
big
out a car
fenders?
before.
Yeah.
You take a few parts of it. Now all of a sudden it can't roll around the lot anymore, and it's just gonna die.
Yeah.
So pretty good thing that you sold it.
Yeah.
That was over in her lot.
It was meant to be. Yeah. Apparently the tractors like that with the big fenders are more rare.
Scotty asks, how many builds do you do in a week? I would say that our custom fab shop.
8.
Yeah.
You even do one a week maybe.
Yeah. Our builds are typically.
Obviously, it depends.
We're not a
on how
mass
intense.
production shop. We do, higher end one-offs. Most of the stuff we build is people come in and they have an idea that they've always wanted to bring to life, and they just don't know how, or they have
That's our
part of an
bread and
idea,
butter.
and then we
Right.
help them fill in the other half. So a lot of our stuff is heirloom pieces that people will have for generations. We build stuff to last, and we take our time, not to say that we're slow, but just we want to do it right, and our name's attached to something, and we want to make sure that it's proper.
And they're big projects like you do on the show. So
because it's hard to make money on little stuff,
right.
because it takes.
But it does help to have that there, because then there's always something for everyone. Like Parker's been really awesome about getting those.
Well, certain things happen where
cutting boards.
we bought like this pile of maple strips, like 1x1 maple strips, or 2x2 maple
which
strips.
I think were
so
like
we're
bowling alley
duh,
flooring,
let's
like-
kick out like 100 cutting boards, just glue a bunch up, and so now every now and again we'll kick out multiples, but it's
hard.
Point
yeah.
eight,
Once
point,
the
point 8
machine
is probably a
shop
good
downtown
estimation.
opens up when you guys have when we can actually do builds down there. I think that'll open up our shop more for of that smaller purchase item things.
Yeah, that's definitely a goal of that space.
What do they call them? It's like grab and go or whatever.
Yeah,
like you can carry it.
Carries, easy carries.
Carry out.
Carry out. Duty free.
Do you guys have a favorite, like anything that you've pulled from a job site?
Anything we've pulled? Question was asked by who?
I'm trying to think if there's anything in the house. Is there anything in the house that
so someone asked the question, is there anything we pull from a job site that we want to keep for ourselves?
Okay, so I have something. Do you already know?
Go ahead.
Can I? Okay. Can I? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. The floor is yours.
God, honestly, this was probably also back in like season 1, 2, or 3, and we were picking. Do you remember that huge stained glass Phoenix window we had? We've only had one Phoenix. Do you remember?
Recently asked about
No. Where'd we get it?
I can't remember.
Not important.
But we're also with him at the same place. We're picking. I think it was a pick. And these guys had a warehouse of stuff, and they had this huge, I say huge, it was maybe 4 feet long, 2 feet high. It's called a architectural frieze. And
right.
they're mostly
Okay.
so this one was carved out of wood and painted, all hand done, probably from somewhere like Eastern Asia. I don't know. You'd have to
Right.
see it. I was so in love with this thing. And it was my first time that Robert kind of gave me that look and was like, negotiate for it. Like he gave me the go ahead. Like, so I did. I don't know if they cut it in the episode. I can't remember or not, but I did. I actually like got to, and then I was whatever price I came to with the guy. I'm a terrible negotiator, by the way. But he agreed, and I was like ready to buy it, and Robert just let me have it.
Nice.
No.
Nice.
I know, it's hanging on the wall in my dining room. It's been hanging on the wall and everywhere I live. Like I love this piece so
that's
much.
killer.
Yeah. So it didn't even come to Black Dog. It was like straight into my house.
Yeah. I've bought 2 cars because of Salvage Dogs.
We were
Yeah.
so different. Yeah.
I bought
Oh, it's a flower.
a Crown Victoria police car, ex-police car from Canapolis.
Shout out to Annette, maybe?
From Annette Williams.
Annette made that deal.
Annette Keller Williams.
made that happen.
I think was her last name. Anyway, and then I
Keller
bought a 1974 Datsun 260Z.
That was on a Salvage?
That was on the Mike Weddle pick.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That was before me.
Yeah. I thought of one car and then I thought of another car. I was like, that's perfect.
And then you got that thing running.
I sold the Crown Vic and then I still have the Datsun as it was. Gutted. I did fix the rusty floor. That's as far as I got. And I started to weld in a roll cage. So we'll see. Some kind of engine swap going in that. But I've thought like every now and again you go in and they're like getting rid of everything. Like this church recently, they anything they left behind. You ask, is this up for grabs? I'm like weird electronic stuff like that I need, like power strips. And one time I grabbed a printer that didn't even end up working, but they were like, "Yeah, take it." I was like,
it was probably from this episode we just watched of we haven't even talked about the Salvage.
Oh yeah.
Good gosh. So at the
so this is the last
Carpenters
one.
Union
Okay,
Hall.
we're just gonna keep talking about.
We're gonna get
stuff.
everything off our chest tonight. But that one, it was like a lot of like office equipment. We salvaged Betsy's desk. The cabinetry.
Oh yeah.
I salvaged. I was really proud of that coat rack that I salvaged.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Worth it.
Yeah, worth
All that
every
work.
penny. Yes, so let's stay on message, shall we?
Message.
So Luke Green is a
Local demolition company, good friend of
demo
ours.
company. They hooked us up with a salvage on JMU's campus, the Wilson Hall. We salvaged a bunch of doors out of there. I did film an episode of that for our YouTube series myself. So find us on YouTube and check it out.
Environmentally friendly.
Yeah,
very
they're
environmentally
LEED certified.
friendly.
Yeah, he used to be, I think, a general contractor that was also LEED certified, and now he's doing the other end of the business, doing the demo work, and also like that's why he involves people like us, companies like us, to keep as much out of the waste streams, of course.
I gotta say, this guy William asked, "Love the show. Who breaks most stuff on the show?" I'm gonna let you guys answer William's question.
I'm so guilty though. I just feel like I break a lot.
Really?
Yes, I think so.
How do they not show it? Do you pay the camera
Some of
guy
it,
not to
yeah,
show
I'm totally
it?
sliding five. Like a 5 will do it. But like I don't. I mean, I think I'm just forgiven more than Mike. Like when Robert. Remember one time I broke something and Robert blamed himself. It was the angel. In Heartland, and I've never been so nervous on a salvage job. I looked at the sound guy and he could hear my heart beating because I was like, I'm about to get a new one. I've never been so scared. And Robert was like, somehow he blamed himself. I couldn't believe it. I am so lucky. I was like getting the resume ready. I thought for sure I was gonna be fired.
There's been times over the years, long before the show, where I've broken something and you just know you're about to get chewed out. There's been times where you're getting yelled at and like, I guess there's certain things you can get used to in life because I've been able to get used to getting grilled for breaking something. Or it's like that scene from Inglourious Bastards where he's like, I've been chewed out before. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. Well, we all survive.
Yeah.
It's good to be chewed out every once in a while.
Yeah, it's good for you. It puts hair on your chest.
I think Mike
Not
takes
that you need that.
takes like the hit, but I mean, I don't know. Start paying attention. I'm pretty clumsy.
Yeah, people are going to start rewatching things going, oh, wow, she's right.
Yeah, are you sure it's not Mike's
You're
daughter?
just lucky that you're able to hide behind the shadow of the
the camera's not always
the star
on me.
bull in the china shop. Yeah.
Every time I break something, it's like, oh, well, let's sweep that under the rug. They don't need to see that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so far behind on these comments. We try to address everything.
Maybe talk about a little bit season 10.
Sure.
People are bummed that season 9.
So, all right.
Oh, I'm
This
sorry
is-
season 9's over too.
A little bit of, I guess, how it works. So this episode that aired just now was filmed almost a year ago. I know it was cold.
Yeah.
It was getting about this same time
You're
of year.
exactly right. Yeah.
So what we're filming now, I would say we have about
6 to
three
8 months.
or 4 complete episodes filmed of season 10 so far. And I have heard that they're trying to kind of move the release date a little closer. That's all. Sorry, hit that.
That's all we know.
That's all we know. There's certain things that we just don't get told till the last minute. And that's not to, I don't want to insult anybody up the chain. It's just like TV is a very, very complicated machine. And,
Yeah, they
we just kind of do what we do and
they
hope
know
that,
what they're doing. They know better than us for sure. Yeah.
So while I wish we had more
Information
to do with and knowledge about the release dates and things like that, we're just happy to be employed. really. Like, I'm just stoked that, I mean, literally it's because of you guys.
And that someone cares about what we do.
Yeah, that people are still stoked with it, and that people still show up to watch, come to the store. They watch the episodes, and they follow us on social media, and we try to, we just keep pushing the rock up the hill, you know? I mean, we got all this stuff now. We got to figure out what to do with it. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
So,
What about your season 10?
Like
what
what?
you guys look forward to?
right.
So,
What's coming up in season 10?
Well, we salvage a mansion in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, we do.
Then we salvage another barn because we can't get enough of them.
There are
I think Carrie's home.
so many barns.
Murphy's mom is
Carrie!
home.
Carrie's here.
Carrie!
We're
Come
live,
say
Carrie.
hi. Come say hi.
Come say hi.
Say hi.
Well, Sally asked where
Carrie.
we're filming from. It's Carrie's house.
The people want to know who the Sprite couch belongs to.
Purchase that
Say
by
hi.
yourself.
All right, I'll follow.
Yay! Carrie!
I'm not on camera.
This is our girl.
Yeah.
No, it's delayed.
She'll be here in a second. Hey, Carrie. How are you?
We missed
Good to
you.
see
How
ya.
was the movie?
Oh, it was good. It was
So
good.
good. Thank you. I love you. Murphy's been a sweet angel, as always. Carrie! That's big. That's big. Usually I have to defend the Carrie against the camera.
Oh, yeah, Carrie. Look at Carrie.
Opens your house up.
I know.
Yeah.
So sweet. So generous.
So, what else can we look forward to from season 10?
A mid-century church and 2 storefronts that have already been salvaged. We will salvage them for the second time. And
Twice
they're going to live
salvaged.
on
Twice baked salvage.
to have the third home.
We go to Bluefield, West Virginia, and salvage a church. I mean,
No,
a house.
this time.
2 big
We
stained
have
glass
salvaged
windows.
a church in Bluefield.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. I think that's it. And Dad and I.
That's all we've done so
Dad and I
far.
have some cool stuff going down in the shop. We're building a. You thought the pulley lamp was cool. We're building a dining room table out of pulleys about 3 times that size.
Were those ones that they got in Florida?
Yeah, those are the actual
saw
pulleys
this.
that they dove for in Amelia Island, Florida. So those are coming back around into a build. We bend some 2-inch rebar with just fire and a forge. So there's there's some exciting stuff coming down the pipeline for season 10. But we are still looking for jobs. So this is a perfect opportunity to say, if you know of and by know of, I mean hopefully you know the owner or are the owner or have direct contact to the owner of a place. While I wish we could
Saves me a lot of work.
Well, I
yeah.
wish we could just show up and salvage a thing or a building.
I mean, if it's a house, and someone says, "Oh, this house is really decrepit," I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock on the owner's door and say, "Hey, you want me to tear that down?"
Yeah,
for you?"
it's looking
it has
pretty
to be
rough.
Something
You
that's
wanna take it.
planned to be demolished or
Right.
renovated.
So
heavily-
if you
heavy
have any
renovation.
leads on buildings that are coming down for other reasons, and they still might have things that are worth saving, which
We
there
haven't
are
done
a
a school
ton of.
in a while. Let's do a school.
Old schools. Email salvage@blackdogsalvage.com, and it
Yeah.
goes right to her.
All the information.
And
I
she'll
try my
be-
best to answer every single email that comes in. I truly try my best to do that.
That's a lot. That's good. But I mean,
a big chunk of my
it's
job, so.
literally just you.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know.
And I get behind when I'm in the field. And then there's some that might go by somehow. But Mike and I both are the ones managing that inbox.
Yeah, and you kind of plug it into the formula.
So it goes right
you
to
know.
the right people.
But yes, so we're ongoing, and we don't have all of season 10 planned out. We kind of maybe have
we do
a
it,
few
by
jobs,
the seat of our pants,
and
literally.
we're kind of you get the production company on the phone. Like, I think this is going to happen.
Like the
Let's do
job
it.
we're supposed to have the week after Thanksgiving, next week. It didn't fall through, but they had to postpone it. And so we're kind of scrambling to find something because we want to keep on schedule.
Yeah.
And being on schedule means we need 2 more salvages before the end of the year. And that gets us ready for beginning of next year, beginning of the second half of the season. Gets our episodes on time to you.
That's right. So we're trying hard.
So keep it interesting. If you hear something interesting, let us know.
Somebody's reached out about App State. Can you talk about what you majored?
Somebody reached out about App State. So I went to Appalachian State, the other ASU. It's down in North Carolina, and I majored in sustainable development and
Appropriate.
Minor, which has done me lots of good, in geology. I basically studied geology as a major for 2 years and was like, well, I'm not going to get nothing out of this, so I minored in it.
That's nice.
Yeah, but I chose sustainability because I was really interested in the future generations. I was
Right.
really interested in. I just feel like it's like
there
almost
needs
like
to be
common
some
sense.
concern paid toward the future
Yeah,
generations.
it concerns me. I get stressed out when I
Yeah.
think about it. But and so it was perfect. I mean, I'm not really one of those people who's like, good planner, and so I took this
All right, me
major,
too.
not knowing what I was going to do after school. Right.
I think a lot of people. I mean, that's common.
That is, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I would say
Some
you had more.
programs
of
are more of a straight
specific
trajectory, but I
goal.
was like, I just knew I wanted to do something that I believed in, and Black Dog, it was perfect. I mean, it was just like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. We reuse things, we repurpose things, we keep things out of the trash. I
That
mean, I was
fell
like,
into
check,
place,
check,
didn't
check.
it?
Yeah, it was couldn't be any better, and it was with like my friends that I grew up with. Can't beat that.
That's right.
Can we clarify that right now?
That we're friends. We
Yes.
have already mentioned it once this episode, but we are friends, not brothers and sisters or dating or anything.
Married or anything. Grayson's fiance is behind the camera. My girlfriend couldn't make it because she's an 8th grade English teacher and she has to get up at 4 a.m. So
Shout out to all the teachers out
by
there.
the
We
way,
love you.
yeah, that's right. By the way,
Enjoy
thanks for
your
staying up
upcoming
with us.
break.
It is
yeah,
late.
It's so late. Oh my god.
Any chance you would consider doing these live Facebook events once a month or so until the next season starts?
That
I
is
would
so
love that.
Nice.
That is asked
Who
by
said that?
Two Dogs Woodworking and Wood. He's actually one of the guys that continues to comment and support my personal YouTube
Two
channel,
Dogs Woodworking.
The Machine Shop.
We love you.
I love that dude. I try to reply to his comments. Y'all let us know. What would you guys
Does
like us to
does
go
this make
live?
sense?
Go live every month. Talk about the goings on of Black Dog. Let you know what we got coming down the pipeline.
We should.
We have no problem doing it.
Feature beer, like a new local beer.
Yeah, tell us.
Every
Give us
episode.
suggestions on some beer. We can, wear
We can
funky
wear-
sweaters.
yeah.
Whatever you want. I'd love to do it. It's easy to do. I just put my my Nikon on a tripod and
Carrie just opens up her house.
hook my fancy, and we can watch other things. Maybe we can watch movies or other TV shows. You never know.
Well, should we start wrapping it up? You think it is kind of getting late?
Let me get a quick shout out to last selfless plug here. My YouTube channel called The Machine Shop is all about that machine shop that we bought that was involved in the show a few episodes ago. I've been tasked, and happily so, with emptying it out, figuring out what's in there, figuring out what to keep, what not to keep. It's all like pre-1900s belt-driven machining tools. And I've just
Still
had a
works like a
blast
dream.
meeting people and learning about these pieces of equipment, selling what we don't need, cleaning and restoring what we are going to keep. And it's a shop in downtown Roanoke on Roar Avenue, and we are going to turn it into a multi-use custom fabrication space once again and absorb some work from the Black Dog shop. We're going to start filming the show builds there, so it's going to be well lit for video production. And so we have a YouTube series dedicated to following the overhaul of this space called The Machine Shop. Me and my friends Walker and Riley are doing it. And there's some people on here that have supported that series so far. So
cool.
thank you guys for that. Personally, thank you. That's a really cool project that we are just doing out of passion.
Proud
you
of,
know?
absolutely. Yeah. Well, everyone, the goal of the business is always to grow, right? And so that's like a new kind of arm or limb of Black Dog,
Right.
in a way.
Right. I mean, it's the shop
cool.
at Black Dog is full. And
Yes.
and this building just kind of happened upon us, and it was perfect timing. And so yeah, downtown Roanoke's moving and grooving. I'm really
So,
stoked about our city.
Yes.
And,
yeah. And a thank you again to Farmers Auctions who came in and gave us an appraisal on our tractor,
Mm-hmm.
and to PCC Presbyterian Community Center, who were the owners of the Carpenters Union Hall that we salvaged in this episode and called us in, and
Right.
Elu Green,
Museum
who
of
was
the
the demolition
Shenandoah Valley.
contractor.
Sorry, to
Museum of the Shenandoah
Say that
Valley.
again, I stepped
Elu
on you.
Green,
Yeah.
the demolition contractor.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank
Thanks
you, everybody.
to all you guys.
who came by today to the shop in person and the internet.
Black
Yes.
Lantern.
Yeah. To Carrie
Bridget
for hosting and
Bridges,
giving tours of the shop.
Yeah.
Bohemian Bar
Bohemian Bar
Box
Box.
for also providing
John Reburn.
Yes.
Yes.
Appalachian Press.
Appalachia Press. Coiner.
Shelly Luttrell, the
Krista.
Sir Art,
Everybody. Thanks to
Black
everybody.
Lantern Inn, Gravy Creations.
Yeah, Bridget.
7-Eleven.
Garrett,
7-Eleven.
Garrett, come around the back real quick.
Talk about our 7-Eleven for a second.
7-Eleven?
7-Eleven. Hooked it up with the hot chocolate today.
Oh, nice.
We had cool hot chocolate and coffee. Dang.
They're amazing.
I thought that was Black Dog
They're
blend.
the happiest place to be.
They are on Grandin. Oh, y'all, if you're in Grandin or you're visiting Roanoke and you see Black Dog, you have to come to Black Dog. And then after that, you can go to our 7-Eleven and check them out because
pretty
they're
awesome.
great people. They
So-
take care of their neighborhood.
happy holidays, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to those who celebrated. Merry Christmas to those that plan on celebrating that.
Bring an ornament when you
tree.
come.
The ornament tree, guys. We're going to turn this to Krista, okay?
Yeah, Krista, come on.
Yeah.
Let's say it at the peanut gallery.
But happy
love you guys
holidays.
so
Thanks for the
much.
support. We love doing this. It's a great way to connect directly with the people that support us and go support other small businesses.
Yeah, be good to each other.
So, Small Business Saturday is
This Saturday.
every Saturday. Why
Happy
not?
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah. Cool. See you guys. Thank you, and see you for season 10.
Yeah. Good night. Is it goodbye and good night?
Good night and good luck.
Damn, that's right. That was right.